Alrighty. Welcome as we start uh in our Monday game, jumping into the fun of Taldori and the Iron Authority. Last week, our heroes getting a message of a the tiniest bit of things left over from their former kind of captain leader Palin, made their way quickly to Herdafai, where they found it caving in from the outside. A large chunk was opened up as they saw smoke and red Pegasi flow out and around as tentacles and feathers moved beneath the dark smoke. And upon investigation, found that the mighty Quackthulhu had been created, and fighting alongside of Lionel Gayheart and many of the defenders of Herdafai, they are able to quell this otherworldly eldritch threat. And at the same time, this had caused enough of an uproar that had toppled many of the guards and houses of the ruling class, giving a rise to a somewhat tenuous resistance that they're able to break with the Empire, letting the seeds of what our characters had been laying down previously, the seeds of rebellion within the Society of the Ducks, take over. And now in one big swoop, they have their base town. Of course, what type of retribution or plans the authority might have in order to quell this rebellion is yet to be seen. But for now, they have a bit of a victory. So, as we begin, as a reminder, if you want to, you can go ahead and throw in those channel points and help our people out. It is always very much appreciated. And we have some new emojis in the thing as well, for those of you who are part of the channel. So, it has now been quite a few weeks since that last battle. The mighty Quackthulhu Pond has been, at least for now, quelled and has become a bit of a central place for those to kind of meet and think about the problems that are here. Now, due to the general resistance, the Hobgoblin ruling class has mostly fled or were killed in the battle, especially by Quackthulhu themselves, placed and seemingly, at least initially, almost arcanely programmed to target those bastions of power before much has been thrown into kind of a crazy, chaotic mode. Some Red Pegasi have been restabled, though many did seem to escape. There are rumors that they may have been captured outwardly, and currently the non-goblinoid slaves in particular have been in an awkward position. Many wanting to go home or leave, but very scared to travel the jungle home, as they know other bands of the Iron Authority could be out or on the move already, and the general dangers of the fierce jungle. And so for the moment, have formed a faction in the city. that's taken over some homes and comes to any type of meetings or large gatherings that occur, called the the freed, is what they refer to themselves as. Then there are the lower caste goblinoids, many who to themselves felt largely enslaved, most of whom never really had business with the captured slaves. Those mostly went to hobgoblin and bugbears. So mostly goblins at this point are the ones that are still around, with an outlier here or there. And they have come to call themselves the Liberators, as far as factions go. And then mostly they're jailed, and there are some various unaffiliated people who move in and out. The most notable are much of those who still ran the herders, while they, of course, made use of the slavery within the city. They simply call themselves Commerce, is the group of the name of their group here, as they view as they need to function still. And so these three factions are somewhat the big ones that at least you've seen rise up here in order to take care of things like defense, what they need to do. There has already been right now a boarding up and kind of defensibility of the tunnels, as well as the various entrances and some flights around, and cause for concern for a few aerial issues. The biggest change, of course, is the fact that now the sun shines right upon the middle of Herdafai through the crack in the mountain that was caused by Quackthulhu. And this also has become the primary dwelling place of non-goblinoid, those who don't have problems in the sun, where many others have sort of used to the dark have gone more to the corners. It itself has caused some differences. And so in all of this, your characters have been around, seeing, possibly helping where you are. So anything that where you feel like you see your character doing something, see your character being a part of, or had wanting to have gotten more into, just kind of what do you all think is going on?
If there's folks that are very clearly from the slave groups that are from sort of outside of this area of the world, I would have been trying to sort of get people out of here if they wanted to go somewhere else. I have the spells to do that. If we've been here a week, I would have been able to try to track down folks if they were like from places I know and just throw them through trees to get there.
Absolutely.
It would have been a small number of people, but I definitely would have been doing that.
Okay. So I would say that one of the approaching opinions has been a reach out to these folks to become part of what is happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so I could definitely see there might be some who go, yeah, no, I really want to go home. I could definitely see Jujop being like this person sending a few. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it would have been fairly limited because of just the way those spells work. But I think, any of that he saw, he would have tried.
Absolutely. So, for that, occasionally people come to you and what is your system? Because people are like in various parts of the world.
Well, I mean, having been traveling Exandria for 350 years, I've got most of the major hubs in my dome. And so I can get people to where they want to go.
So I guess we're going like, what's your prioritization? Because people could be from like, let's say Wildmount, but that's a huge continent.
Yeah. I feel like realizing what a kind of crazy effort this is and how few people he could help and how like kind of crazy that whole thing is, it would be like, On Monday, I'm sending people to the biggest city in Wildmount. Meet at the tree at noon. On Tuesday, you know what I mean, and like just kind of going through like that.
Yeah.
And so I would have gotten as many people as I could in that week, but it would have been a pretty scattershot effort.
So kind of capital cities for the most part.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
We're doing some capital city runs. If you'd like to go to capital cities, so some who are more remote places can't take advantage of it,
Right?
Because it doesn't make sense to them. They don't have any money and that type of thing. And even then, like, how do I get from here to here?
Right.
And right now, we're in a super supportive place. So, but definitely, some people are taking you up as for various reasons. Very cool. Anyone else?
Yeah, so Bo's been going around with the rest of the group. He's talked to him like, so guys, I think we need to set up a performance for all the soldiers and townsfolk to let them know how amazing they are and just to show our appreciation to them. And at the same time, for some of the locals, we can charge a few dollars, just, of course, so we can do a fundraiser for the ones that have been thrown out of their homes and give back to them.
Everybody loves
it's a good
performance.
idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I think that's a great idea, and I think Namira is a great performer as well.
Perfect. Namira, I definitely would think you would be a great backup performer for my dancing. I have some choreography I'd like to show you.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I usually just kind of feel the music. That kind of guides my performance. What I do is,
Hey, Jackie, your audio is super breaking up. I don't know if it's the volume or the mic.
let's find out.
Now it's a little better.
Yeah, I could hear you then.
Yeah, I couldn't hear before.
I lost my train of thought.
We can hear you now, though, for when it comes back.
I was talking to you about being a backup dancer, showing you some choreography.
Oh, well, to be honest, a lot of what I do is improvisation. I feel the music and let it guide me.
He pulls you close, whispers in your ear, well, can you perform a story of two lovers as yourself?
It doesn't work like that, Bo, and I gotta push you off a bit.
That's a song, so I need you to think of your ideas to go with that, all right?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I think there's no greater song than Freedom.
Freedom's a great song also.
The freedom to perform, the freedom to... I mean, think about it, Bo. You could take all those words and toss them away and let the freedom guide your voice.
You could, but if you want people to catch on to something, they need a perfect line to follow behind. Trust me, it's just one of those things I've come to realize. Once people get chanting that perfect line, they don't forget it. When you just dance freely, sometimes it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but sometimes people just don't have something to catch on to. They see your beautiful act and they go, wow. But when they have that glimpse of spark to hold on to, that is what we're searching for today.
I don't know if I've done a public performance since I was with my sisters. They were more talented than me.
I believe in you. Bo believes in you. So you just gotta believe in yourself.
Okay.
You get bardic inspiration.
What about Aesol?
I think Aesol is trying to help with some of the rebuilding efforts, which I assume is sort of going on. Sometimes in her dragon form as well, trying to help people like rebuild
Yes.
buildings and such.
Absolutely. And I know with Harrigan, those are coming a little bit, but he had said this last week a little bit actually, was that in addition here, there is a little League of Miracles outpost that has been assisting as well.
Nice.
There's been about probably 3 wizards, spellwrights doing this that are helping rebuild and shape rock to lift things up, that he was able to use his influence and get a little bit of help on this project.
I think Namira, and again, I don't know if my audio is even coming through.
Yeah, you're here now.
Okay. I think Namira is also trying to use to help people. She's offering to send messages to loved ones to see if there's, so that they know they're free, or they might be able to organize those meetups like Dewdrop's kind of putting together.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, having a little bit of communication there. Which has been a process because technically you have to know them, and so trying to play 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon throughout trying to get to this, though you have had some success by getting somebody who knows somebody who eventually is connected and can kind of get a message through and begin to match these up appropriately.
And should I introduce my character?
Well, yeah, that's part of what this.
Oh, okay. I just didn't want to interrupt what we were doing.
So yeah. So we could say so we'll set the scene then. You all are talking right now. Would say you're at the duck pond. The sun's shining down and are able to be talking about what has been occurring, the different reports from your efforts, and everything. And so as we choose that role play, kind of everybody kind of introduce their character in that, like, what do they look like now? What's maybe different than we would normally expect from them? And just kind of have your conversation. Go ahead.
All right. So Namira is an air genasi, but doesn't look like a traditional air genasi. In fact, probably when you first met her, she didn't even think of herself as an air genasi, but there were probably certain clues that kind of got put together, and it was almost like she discovered it at the same time as everyone else. The only real physical marker to her being connected to that is her hair, which is a kind of a light or unnatural blue. And other than that, she's just looks like a regular old human, and usually is wearing outfits that are kind of both functional for like combat. Like I'm thinking like those really baggy elephant like pants, or the with decorative embroideries and fitted tunics with wide sashes, and maybe ankle length leather sandals, and usually wears some type of headscarf that has a distinctive ornament of metal on it. Definitely has a performer's or dancer's physique, and has an unconscious almost way of incorporating dance-like movements into her fighting, which includes a lot of graceful movements, twirling of blades, and you would probably know her as being somewhat of a fish out of water. She's from Ank'Harel. She's Marquesian, and she is a bit of a hoarder. in the sense that sometimes she doesn't eat her entire meal. She'll just like save portions of it in like a wrap of some kind. And just, I think if there was probably an incident at some point where she was just storing too much of it and it was starting to smell, and you probably had to sit her down and talk about that. And has a fear of ropes, which I've mentioned in the Discord chat. Which you probably discovered if you ever tossed her a rope.
How does
It's
she
very
navigate being on the top deck of the boat?
Yeah, she I want to say she probably has like something she takes out in her hand that she fidgets with, and so that she doesn't have to pay too much attention to it. But
Nice,
she
I love
probably has never been assigned duties involving ropes ever since a fateful accident occurred. And yeah, just I'm sure there's a billion other things, but that'll just kind of get us started, I think.
Bo is still his beautiful crocodile self, still dressed as a wonderful ringmaster, showing his love for his former carnival. But you will notice on his hands, he has these new rings, one for each representation of the members that have stolen of his heart. There's a beautiful wood-like, big-like, tree-like ring that represents Dewdrop. There is a dragon eye ring that represents Ace. There is this butterfly wing with crowns of thorns that represents Haragon, and this ring of wind that represents Nymeria. And they are decorated across his fingers. Besides that, not that much has changed on Bo. He's still always smiling, humming a tune, trying to do things small but never can.
All right. And then Aso Dewdrop.
I think nothing much has changed on Aesol, but over even the 1 year, you have noticed that she seems to be having trouble controlling her wings. Like she used to be able to just like dismiss them, but now she can't seem to do that, and sometimes she's just awkwardly sitting there with her wings behind her. And she goes with her sword everywhere, so she has this great sword now that she carries on her back. And sometimes when she's thinking, she talks to the sword sometimes, and calling it her sister. Yeah, besides that, nothing else.
Aesol's wings work for flying? She can control them well enough to fly, or?
Yeah, she just can't seem to conceal them.
I see. Okay. Yeah, Dewdrop hasn't hasn't changed too much in the time that that has passed here. You know, after we got everything kind of sorted out and moved on, he's just been focused on trying to keep everything moving in the right direction and get this plan and the plans that are going on with the duck folks kind of underway.
Very good. Okay, so you are sitting here around the fountain, and doing your after kind of talking about your various activities that have been happening, and coming in, kind of looking to find you. You do see the large half orc Lionel now with a large kind of pin that does represent another faction here ultimately, that is still the Order of the Ducks, though not as restrictive. They mostly see themselves as go-betweens for the most part, between everyone, as they're, I think as now tech, we've got to get everybody to flap together is what goes around much of the time as they come up to you and, oh, hey everyone, oh, it's good. you guys really came back on the right day from before, didn't you?
Oh, Chef. Of course we did. You think we'd ever forget about you and your beautiful ducks?
Oh gosh. Oh, that's pretty well, God, thank you. And there's been more meetings of, I guess, the council, they call it. Just everyone talking about what they want to do, and there's been there's been a few concerns over safety, and oh my gosh, it's kind of been a bit of a headache. And anyway, so what is all your plans going forward? I know you've been helping out, and things are kind of wrapping up.
Well, tonight, I mean, you speak of all the people meeting. That would actually give us the perfect opportunity for us all to get together. Because tonight I have a benefit show for everybody that's been involved in helping start this amazing redemption and revolution of getting rid of the Iron Authorities from these lands.
All right, a redemption and revolution concert. That sounds great. Yeah. We can and at night, so we can use anywhere in the city because the sun will be down. That'd be great. All right, that's tonight.
Yep, that's tonight. I've had fires out all week long. Been promoting it. I hear we're gonna be full, and just let all the leaders know that they have front row.
All right, front row. Okay. Yeah, I saw everyone know. Sounds good. And they kind of run off, and they go, okay. Then we can talk to you after. That'd be great. Let's see. Yeah, all the leaders are interested. So, and by the way, if you talk to one of them, try to talk to the others. They get a little jealous. But
So that's why I was saying afterwards, after the concert, we all come back to the duck pond, and we have a big meeting, and we go from our next steps.
Duck Pond after meeting. Okay. Absolutely. All right.
Here, give me a second. And Bo pulls out these little VIP badges he's made. He'll just hand them each one of these, and it's for backstage and VIP access only.
Okay. Takes one, and everyone gets one.
Yep, everyone gets one. It has a little picture of a duck on it.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Oh, right, Duck Pond. That's great. Good.
Yep.
Takes it and starts running off.
That does sort of remind me. We should probably have a plan for what we want to do before we go talk to them.
I mean, you haven't came up with that. I've been working on my song all week, though.
Yeah. Feel like they're gonna want to know something definitive, and I feel like we have been spending a lot of time helping, and kind of just making sure everything's going well, but we haven't talked plan, and so maybe we ought to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So now,
I am surrounded by some of the most beautiful and wisest and smartest people on all of Taldore, so I think a plan should become easy.
It should be pretty straightforward. Yeah. Now, just above table, do we still have like MacGuffins that we're after here? Like, where are we a year later, a year in? We still have work to do to try to make progress on this mission.
If we have Hadarfai as our main base, and we are looking to expand as our next operation, or are we looking to kind of make Hadarfai more, what's the word I'm looking for? Fortified.
Yeah, that'd be two possible strong directions to think of your party as wanting to be interested in.
Yeah,
And
I think that's our main thing right now.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
So which one should we go with? Should we fortify Hadarfai, or should we look to expand to the next town?
I can tell you, as Dewdrop, being worried that the authority is just going to come in here and murder Retribution, that whole thing would be on his mind. And so fortification would definitely get my vote.
Aisel and Nymeria?
I think, yeah, I agree. I think fortification should be our first priority, and after that, maybe expansion should be considered.
Sounds good to me.
We could also talk to the duck gang. What were they called? the League of Ducks. What are they called?
Duck.
Or the duck. Maybe they could start laying the groundwork in the next town while we do the fortifications here, or get something started, and so we're at least making some progress as well.
So what I was hearing about is that from what Lionel said and earlier, that from what you all said gathering around the people, that they're worried about Tyrant Authority bands on the outskirts of the jungle right now. So not so much in Hadar 5. So maybe we get the people in the Hadar 5 setting up better walls and security while we head out and try to take out the local bands that have been patrolling, trying to come in.
Not a bad idea.
I just feel like our towns might be more suited to dealing with the opposition than so much waiting for defense.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
And then from there, we could also get them safer and move the Iron Authority out of these parts for now.
By the way, my monkey familiar has been just walking around the table eating grapes from people's plates this entire time.
So your monkey is a familiar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The bow knows this and has figured this out because he's tried eating it. The first time he saw it, he literally thought it was just a monkey. He went to like, oh look at that snack, and went to snap it, and it just went poof. So sometimes you'll catch him like just that instinct of like jumping.
Oh my
in.
gosh, that picture.
Yeah, what is its name?
I'm gonna call him Saeed.
Nice. He's so cute.
Saeed, I'm watching you.
Saeed probably just freaking out. I think of all the plates, he doesn't bother yours.
Stays away from the Karak.
So we're thinking about taking a bit of an offensive on those roads.
I think so. I mean, those are where everybody's feeling like they're afraid to go out to get supplies and to even make their way into the jungle. We can't have that.
Yeah, and plus I wouldn't have to perform, which is double great.
No, we're still performing tonight. That's still happening.
Bo, I don't know if I feel comfortable performing. I haven't done it in so long.
Well, that's why we practice for sure.
Okay. Okay. She looks at Dewdrop, hoping Dewdrop has a plan to get her out of it.
Dewdrop's putting on his sunglasses and his badge that says security. And I think I'm supposed to just keep people out of the VIP areas. I think what my job was. You can join me on that if you want.
I'll trade you.
Hey,
Aisla's breathing.
Go
Go
for
Go ahead.
Aisla is breathing out a little puff of poisonous gas, and she's like, "Oh, I would do your, I guess, stage special effect. You just be careful, don't like step into it, okay?"
Oh, don't worry. I can hold my breath.
I can
And
too.
you see, Nymeria, I was really hoping Harrigan would have woken up for the performance because he was supposed to be part of the act, and he was supposed to be the other one that was going to perform with you. But that's why that conversation we had earlier when I whispered in your ear would have made total more sense.
Well, Bo, I felt nervous about bringing this up over the last year, but my name, it's Namira.
Nira, I'm so sorry, Chef. Sometimes my accent just gets away from me.
That's okay.
Canonically, he's been saying it wrong for a year.
Yes.
She's just been too polite the entire time. Just like,
Totally.
She has finally built up the courage to confront it.
See, you're working on it. You finally corrected me. You're already facing your fears. Now we're gonna go out there tonight and do a beautiful performance.
Okay. Okay.
One fear at a time, Chef. One fear at a time.
Bo, what was it that you wanted me to do in the skywriting? You wanted me to write something? I can do 10 words, so you just tell me what you want up there.
I mean, I could write 10 words to you in the sky, Dewdrop.
Yeah, I'll put any 10 words you want in the sky.
Well, I could think of many words I could put in the sky for you. But I suppose that's for the revolution, not for myself.
Yep.
So let's go with tonight at sundown. Bo's excellent concert of revolution against Iron Authority. Come on.
What is that? Were you counting? I lost
No,
count.
I don't actually count my words ever, Chef.
I was counting, but then I lost it. So tonight, Bo's
At sundown.
No, tonight at sundown, Bo's concert.
We can shorten it and go concert. It's fine.
Of revolution.
Of revolution. Come join us all.
Come join us. All right, that's 10. I got it. All right.
There we go.
It'll last an hour, so I'll do it just before. I'll do it an hour before so everybody knows to go.
All right, perfect.
all right. So begin preparing to shape the clouds. Very good. Anything else? All right. So, in that case, as you then anything before the show tonight?
Bo just goes into does check in with everybody. All right, but I know time's getting closer, and my anxiety is we're getting up there. Oh, the excitement's joining. Y'all ready for this?
Sure.
You're going to be amazing.
You're gonna do great.
See, Namiria, everyone thinks you're gonna do wonderful. Sorry. What's gonna happen with Namira, right?
And I'm going to start saying it wrong, too, because now it's going to be the wrong word in my head.
Really, the emphasis is on the E, so it's like the Namira, but Namira.
Okay,
is fine.
Namiria. Okay.
Nope.
Namira.
That's much better.
Yeah. We'll start with the right syllables of pronunciation. You get the emphasis later. Namira, yeah.
3 syllables. All right.
I'm sorry, Shay. You just corrected me today. It's gonna take me a minute.
I know. It's been a year. So.
You should have really corrected me within that first 2 weeks.
I know. I was just really nervous about it. You seem so enamored by the whole mispronunciation. So
It's off my stature. It gives off what I can't help it.
Okay, that is all it before. Then we are come to, and all around where you've set up in the amphitheater side the duck area. That once was a place where there'd be more of a Pegasi fighting, now being converted as everyone is looking down upon you. You're on like it's almost stadium-like seating, everyone looking down to watch this go on, and is filled to the brim. Many different types of people, a good 50,000 in attendance already, and the leaders are in like a front row seats. They look down. And all right, Ace, so you were in charge of special effects. Anything you have going right now?
I think she isn't really sure how special effects should be done, so she just turned into a dragon and began using her breath weapon all around, like not hitting people, but there's really cool smoke effects and stuff.
I hold my breath. As an air genasi, I can just do that.
I will contribute too to the special effects and cast Updraft in Control Winds so that you can have your hair blowing, Namira, and also if you jump, you can jump 10 feet higher than normal, and you don't take the fall damage. Right? So if you want to do some cool stage flips and stuff, you're good.
Okay. I'm curious, if I laid out some scimitars, would I be able to animate them through animate objects to kind of have them dance a little bit?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'll kind of add that to the background.
Very nice. Okay, so smoke is blowing, as is Namira's hair, and the scimitars are dancing. Of that. Now, some of your goblin people from your crew, I think, have come down and they have learned a little bit of magic. So they have balls of light that flow through the smoke and let the beams kind of show the smoke itself moving, and people are cheering. They're like, freedom! And
Yes.
that it is time for Bo and Namira to take center stage.
Okay.
Bo comes on stage with a microphone, goes, "Welcome all to Bo's excellent carnival of freedom and revolution. Tonight I will be performing the one and only #1 hit song of Taldore, Dewdrop."
What?
Dewdrop, you saw me standing alone, with not a dream in my heart, with not a love of my own. Dewdrop, you knew what you were there for. You heard me singing a prayer for. Dewdrop, you're someone I could care for. And then suddenly you appeared before me, the only one that beard so gloriously. I heard somebody whisper, "Dewdrop so notoriously." And when I looked, Rudis had begun to blush. Dewdrop were no longer alone, with a dream in our heart, with a love of our own. Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, so good.
And then Namira.
The dance to that?
Yep, I told you.
I'm just trying to figure out what this has to do with this town. They're just watching me. Okay. This is going to be disappointing, I think, if I fail this. All right. Let's do it. Performance check.
Yep.
Big roll. Come on.
Woo. It's 11.
So the oddity of the song kind of takes Namira out of it as she's like, oh, wait, no, we're not talking about this. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is a thing about the city. So there's just like this, I have no idea what this song is about. Look, I think on Namira, like, huh? She's trying to do the steps.
Yeah, I get so embarrassed that I just kind of freeze. Then I'd run off the stage.
Amazing. Yeah. There's cheers and applause as soon the leads and representatives of the various factions are brought on stage. They just want to say, we want to officially thank Bo, Mira, Dewdrop, Diesel, and Harrigan for their efforts. We would not have survived, and we are looking forward to a place where all will hear, some by a type of choice, others by the choice of others, can. And as that occurs, you see that there is these statues, like basically what look like stone carved statues, like awards for all of you being brought on.
Yes.
And they start to line up behind. And as they do that, these dark chains suddenly float in the air around.
Aisel, is that you? Are you doing that?
No.
Namira looks so freaked out.
Not right now. This is my moment.
What is that?
Can we see an origin to it or any clues as to what that is?
Give me an Arcana check.
I had to open my fat mouth, huh? Okay. Okay, how is 19?
Ooh.
Okay. 19. You see that the ones who came out here, they're in like black that they kind of were wearing. It looks like almost like stage cloth to blend in with everything, like the darkness around. But you see underneath there's like a purple glow coming out from like their necks. As the chains begin to tear into the flesh of the people who are presenting. And they scream.
Can I dispel magic on the closest one? See if that has any effect.
Yeah, I'll give you a chance.
All right. I cast dispel magic at third level.
So yeah, quickly you're like, what is going on? You see it begin to do that. And they a series of the chains vanish. There still are 5 more sets that are here. Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over to the magic users and be like, help.
I will follow his lead and try to dispel.
Let's do this actually. Everyone give me initiative.
Okay,
And
let's go.
we're going to count that as your action.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
go through. I want to get this in here.
18 for Dewdrop.
Okay. Yep. This came through. All right. So start with Aesol.
Do they seem like physical chains that can be attacked, or just like a magical effect?
Now in this moment and with yours, very clearly, these are a magical effect. These are summoned things, not that can be attacked though.
Oh, I see. So I will follow suit and try to dispel magic also on one of those, following Dewdrop's lead.
You got it. And immediately they're dispelled.
Yeah, that is her turn.
You got it. Namira.
Admira's going to do the exact same thing if there's still more up.
Yep. There's 4 more.
Okay, so she will dispel.
All right, another one goes down. And then Bo.
Probably should have learned that spell also, but I did not. And so is going to run and just kind of throw himself in front of one of the people that looks like they're about to get attacked.
Okay, yeah, trying to provide them cover.
Yes.
Very good. I like it. And then Dewdrop's doing their dispel. Perfect. All right. With that, so the one nearby now kind of takes a trophy. They elongates into the sword that kind of elongates to what looks like to be a hidden mace, and begins to come down and wants to try to hit the one that Bo is trying to protect. So we'll see how this works here. Oh, they're missing. You're able to effectively block it right away as they come around and try to take a second attempt. Here. That will cause them. You'll be able to block this one as well. Another one that has had their magic dispelled. It comes up to the gathered ones and is actually going to begin to murmur and try to summon another set of chains here.
Counterspell?
Yeah.
Let's
They
go.
vanish. They break. Seeing that, so one more farther in the back, curses and kind of pulls around, and like from their neck you see, again, it's like they kind of reach down into their cloak. You see a large like chain slave collar on their neck. They go and it glows in this black purple energy, and they take out like a ball, and then they go back and try to throw it at the person coming from the opposite direction of which Bo was standing. That is for a hit. As it hits and their flesh begins to fall off of them, the one talking. They are bloodied severely by that. Got. Oh, that's funny. That's right, because you all got to go before them. The next one. Yeah, this thing. He will attempt to get his back up as the chains begin to appear around them again. And they run over to this group. Now the other two here will attack ones that you're not in front of, like just these kind of people on the side of other council members, as they do have their spirit guardians up already. We'll get some hits. Okay. Nice. Yeah, blooding and injuring them. Moving about. And now these are 6 that are on stage. You now see 6 other beings who have kind of torn off cloaks and stand with large maces and these slave collars of chain that glow black and bring out these floating barbed chains around them as you see them begin to spin and tear into the flesh of those who are in attendance in and around the area, including like a few in the front row where the council was standing. And okay. So there's 5 that came on the stage. The main speaker is the only one at this point you see has not been torn to pieces by the chains as they go through, and the maces that are flying. And they scream in the pain that begins to occur over them. And then you look out and you see people running, the flesh falling off. Right now, in this first few seconds, there's about 40 dead that you can quickly see that's occurred as they're moving out, yelling, and now they kind of begin to yell, those who defy Bane defy the authority and will die. Aesol.
Aesol is so mad about this, and she is still a dragon from doing special effects. So I assume.
Yes.
So she will roar and in Draconic say, "And none of you should touch my people." And she is going to use her frightful presence.
Oh yes.
So they make me check.
Okay.
Each creature of my choice within 120 feet of me must succeed on a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Is this for the frightened condition?
Yes.
Okay. They are more frightened than Bane than you. They're immune to frightened.
Okay, so she is just going to move to the closest one she can see on stage and attack them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And as she does so, you see flames start to ignite on her claws. As she bonus action activates her soul power form as well.
Okay. Can you be frightened?
I think, let me see. Yes.
Okay. As you come in at this first one, there's like a feel of terror that comes over you. You have disadvantage to attack them.
Okay. So roll again. Still 19 plus 6, 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's 20 piercing and 9 poison.
Nice.
2 claw.
Okay, so they are bloodied.
That's 21 to hit.
That will hit.
9 slashing. Oh, sorry, and 6 additional slashing. I forgot about the additional damage.
Okay, so 15.
Yep. The last one is going to be 24 to hit for 14 plus 6. That's 20 slashing.
How do you want to kill him?
So Ace was so mad, she's just tearing into the sky for attempting to attack her allies.
Nice. Scream. Then Namira.
Right. How many of these guys does it look like are down now? Like, I mean, not down, just on. How many people do I see? I guess is the easiest way to ask that.
So enemies or the
Enemies,
allies?
definitely enemies.
Okay, so there's 5 on stage,
Okay,
6 in the crowd.
6 in the crowd, 5 on stage. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm thinking about doing a steel wind strike, but I'm curious about something because does that mean they all have to be within 30 feet of each other in order to activate that, or is it just the first one has to be within 30 feet of me, and then the next one has to be within 30 feet of that?
I'll have to quickly look up Steel Wind Strike here. Yes, choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range. Yes, that would be within 30 feet of where you are.
Okay, so all 5 of them would have to be within 30 feet then, correct?
Yes.
Okay, are they all within 30
You
feet?
can definitely move to make that a thing.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is first thing is first, bonus action. Let's turn on my blade song for the first time.
Nice.
And then I am going to move up because I have 55 feet of movement, and I am going to activate Steel Wind Strike to do 5 attacks.
Perfect. Each disadvantage.
Of course. All right.
The fear comes over you.
First one. Not great. 17.
That's going to hit.
All right. That one does 36 force damage.
Nice.
The next one, so I teleport to the next one and attack. That one is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That one does 19 force damage. Teleport to the next one. Third one. And that one is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That is 30 force damage. Teleport to the fourth one.
Wow.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And that one does 28 force damage. And the last one I teleport to. Ooh, that's a 14. That's a nat 1, so that misses.
Yeah, that does miss.
All right. So I then teleport within 5 feet of one of them, according to the spell.
All right.
And that'll be my full turn.
So,
Amazing spell. Wow.
unfortunately,
They're immune to force.
no. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Oh my god.
What I do need is 4 wisdom saves.
Oh no.
Because
Okay.
you teleported into 4 spirit guardians.
That is true. Okay. 4 wisdom saves. Got it. All right. Ooh, I'm not gonna waste inspo on this because I'm pretty sure one of them's gonna fail. All right. Let's see. The first one's good. That's a 25.
Nice.
Second one. Oh, 26.
Okay.
Third one is a 15.
That one actually succeeds.
Okay, in that case,
Nice.
can I use one inspo, guys, for the last one?
Do it.
Okay. That one is a 26.
Hell yes.
Okay. That's the whiz saves.
All right. So that's a total of 25 necrotic
All right.
that you
Oh,
took instead
but I
of
had
50.
some temp HP, didn't I? 21 temp.
There
Nice.
you go.
All right.
Yeah, so it almost looks more heroic as things flying, getting damaged, but you're dealing.
I'm just blinking like Nightcrawler across the field here.
Yeah.
So much fun.
And that's going to be this. Let's do it this way. So then Aesol, that'll be probably about 10 necrotic if you're not resistant to it.
Okay.
And then Bo, you were saying right there some kind of came in. So I need I think it's going to be 2 wisdom saves for you.
9 and 2.
Okay. So you will take full from this. Which is 23 necrotic.
Perfect.
Good. And Bo, it's your turn.
Okay, so the people that are around me that are dead, are they dead? Or like if I was to kill them, they could get away.
There's only one that is not like flat out. You're not exactly sure, I think.
Okay, well, Bo, just being Bo, doesn't want to see anyone die. Sends out a mass healing word of 7, not to his allies, to everybody that was on the stage of the leaders.
Okay.
Yes, whatever, and he says, "Get up, run, we've got this. Everyone else, I'm sorry for the performance. The next one will be way better. Have prices on tickets." And then he runs up to the first. I guess, is there one standing right in front of me that I can attack?
You have to move a little bit, but yeah.
Okay, I will run up to the one and then make my attack.
Right. So as you're doing that, you do see the ones on the ground do like painfully kind of go, ah, and they're barely alive enough to take the healing.
I will first do 17 slashing damage, and then we are going to have.
Someone
We'll
closer
make
to you,
this-
you're able to kill that one.
Oh, perfect. I turn and to make that. Yes, I have 40 feet, so I keep moving, and then run to the next one,
Got it.
and that will be a 26 to hit
That hits.
for another 17 damage. Is he still up?
Yes, they are bloodied.
Okay, that one I'm gonna pump 2d8 into. One's gonna be a defensive flourish, and then the other one is going to be. So 7 is going to be defensive flourish. That goes to my AC, and then we're going to make the other one go. No, 'cause these are my size creatures right now. Are they holding a weapon?
Yes.
Disarming attack, strength, DC 20.
Okay. Yes. Oof. Only a 9.
Perfect. They fail. They drop whatever they're holding, and then Bo smiles and goes, "Excellent search, Cher." And I pick up what they have on the ground. And
Okay. Essentially a
that's one-
mace.
yep, and that's technically that's an action or like a attack action or
To pick up is not an attack. You just pick it up.
okay. So then I pick that up and then I just smile and smack him again. Ooh, I think an 18 to hit
That hits.
for 13 damage.
Okay, they're still up.
And that's my second one. And then, yeah, you know what? I'm going to make, and then he just chomps down on him for fun for a 16 to hit
That hits.
for 8 more damage.
Nice.
As he
How
just
do you wanna
bites
kill him?
right into it. Yeah, you see Bo just
Oh.
pretty much kill the first guy, swing around, and goes, "Nobody takes Bo's center stage," and then runs up, stabs the other guy, cuts off his hand pretty much where he drops his mace, picks up the mace and goes, "That's mine now," stores away, and then bites right down on his neck and pulls off his jugular. Goes, "Nom, nom, nom." And then that will be Bo's turn.
Okay. And Dewdrop.
Was
Alright,
this a
you got-
humanoid? Hold on.
What?
Was it a humanoid?
Yeah, as you go into these are humanoids. They're all hobgoblins.
You see a spirit rise from Bo's Accursed Spectre feature that has 3 temporary HP, and now we'll just say we'll start after my next turn, and yeah, it
That's
just
nice.
smiles.
So there are the three that are left on stage. They are around these hostage individuals. All three do have their chains up. So I'm saying that because if you let them go, the commoners' turn, well, not the commoners, but the people's turns are after theirs, so they will end up taking much of this damage. And the last one to go from all of you is Dewdrop. So Dewdrop.
Okay. Well, that changes things. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Can I get? Oh gosh, I'm not very good at hitting things. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. How many are still up on the stage?
There's three.
3. And how rough do they look?
Two are bloodied, one has not been touched.
Okay, and could I get those 3 in a 60-foot sphere without like getting everybody else?
Well, I
Can
mean,
like angle
they're
it in a way?
standing near the people they were injuring, so you'd end up getting.
All right, let me see if this spell will.
And that crew,
Okay,
Demir's in there too.
balls. I don't have anything that can take 3 people without potentially hurting everybody else. Hang on, let me just see if I have polymorph on me.
Yeah, you could hear the big concerns. They all have like 7 HP.
Oh, I can do a heal. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do a mass cure wounds. I will heal the 3 of them and my 3 friends that got hit. I think there was 3 of you.
It's
got
4.
hit.
It's 4 of them, but yeah.
Okay, but I think I can still do that. Let me just double check. Because I don't need it. 6 creatures, so I'll do the 4 of them and 2 of my friends here. Bo, you took a good hit, and who else got hit?
I got hit, but I'm only down 4 HP. If you
Yeah, ignore Aisol. She's still in her dragon form with like.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just do Bo and Namira just because.
You drop. I'm only down 2 HP technically.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to go somewhere, guys. So
Yeah,
just take it.
Silly's got to go somewhere.
Here we go. Okay, that's 21. It's 25.
Nice.
All of them. And yeah, that's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my physical distance because I see that there's been some effect for the people who have gotten close. So if I'm in danger of getting too close to them, I would back up.
Okay, yeah. Just kind of giving them that area. Okay. Then. So let's see here. Yeah, you killed the one you stole the mace from. So, all right. So let's see here. This one here is going to go and swing with advantage on one of these poor council members. So 26 to hit them.
You know, shit, I really don't like it hitting other people. You should focus on me. Silver barbs.
Nice. That turns into a miss.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, they take their second attack. Which is missing.
Come on, let's go.
They had a VIP backstage pass. You didn't. Check yourself out.
Oh my gosh, the next guy. Oh no, that does actually hit. Very cool. Okay, that definitely bloodies that individual. To take their second strike here. Hitting it. Okay. Knocking them unconscious to 0 HP. This next one hits and hits. That's going to bring this one down to 0 as well. So 2 out of the 4 at 0 HP, 2 up with some HP, and then there's just more screams as more spectators are cut down. As fear and panic begins gripping the area. And then okay, because of the chains going around from the other two, that's going to drop the ones they were on. So anyway, so now it's 3 out of the 4 at 0. The 1 is up. But it's good because otherwise they would have been like be able to finish them off. So he protected that. And Aesol.
So they're still around the people we're trying to save, right? Is there any way to try to angle a breath to catch like maybe 1 or 2 of them without hitting our hostages?
Where they're standing. There's not a real way to get them in a breath.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Then she'll just try to attack the one that looks the worst, I think.
Okay, so you're flying up. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
So you come into their guardians.
20.
Okay, very good. So that is 7 necrotic.
Okay, she is going to make her attacks at disadvantage.
Yes.
First one is a 22 plus something to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 23 piercing and 8 poison.
How do you want to kill him?
I think Aesol just eats them.
I love it.
And then she moves on to the next one. Another wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I hate these spirit guardians. That's only a 9.
Okay. So that would be 10 necrotic.
So her next 2 attacks with her claws at disadvantage. First one is going to hit for 19 slashing.
Nice.
And third one is it's also going to hit for 22 slashing.
All right, and you gobble another one.
That is going to be her turn.
Nice. All right, then Mira, you were right near the 1, so I do need a wisdom save right away.
17.
A little save, so you want to take 8 necrotic.
Okay. All right. So the ones in the crowd right now, are there any left of those?
They're all left. So there's 6 in the crowd.
6 in the crowd. Okay.
1 on stage.
1 on stage. And the ones in the crowd, out of curiosity, are any of them side by side with each other, like within 5 feet of each other?
No. Now
No.
they've like all spread out from each other and just going through murdering, dissolving.
Okay. All right. Okie doke. Okie doke. Okay. Slightly changes my plans. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can guess this will more than one person. Nope. Okay. So I think we're going to just do probably just a standard attack here. What I'll do is the guy in front of me here. Let's
'cause I can do one of these attacks as a cantrip, so I will booming blade this guy with an attack for my scimitar. That's disadvantage, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Oops. All right. 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so that will do 14 slashing and 10 thunder, and booming blade is now on him. I will go ahead and attack him again.
Nice.
Uh, 19 to hit.
That hits.
That one does 16 slashing.
Nice. They are bloodied.
And bonus action attack with my second weapon. My other scimitar here. Disadvantage. That one is... Oh, that's a nat one.
Okay.
So after that, I'm going to move. I have the mobile feat, so there's no op attack. I'm just going to move close. I want to try to block one of these guys' paths with my 55 movement. So just kind of move in front of him, one of the guys out in the crowd, so that he'd have to pass me in order to get this.
You're not going to be able to get there.
Okay.
But you could definitely start running towards the crowd.
Okay. All right. How far away are they right now?
So the closest person right now is going to be 150 feet.
Wow. Okay.
Because you're in the middle of like a big coliseum
Yeah.
on the ground, and they're in the stadium
Yeah.
seating, right?
I just have to adjust my mind because I was seeing it very differently. No problem. I'm still going to head that direction, though. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Cool. So, Bo.
All right, T. So there's still somebody on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll run over to that guy and finish him off, or try to. His first swing of 21 for 16 damage.
All right. How do you want to kill him?
You see Bo just come in and take his short sword, trip him below the legs, and then slide it right down into his chest. And then, so then from there, how far is everybody? You said 150 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he has, I'm guessing he used, 5-10 feet on stage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then he would move.
And that would have been a quick wisdom save for the necrotic. That you...
Okay. Necrotic, I would fail, so give me the necrotic.
Yep. There's 10 necrotic.
10 necrotic. He takes and smiles. So then he will, I guess, move my 40 feet, giving everybody the movement of 20 feet from the rift. The rift standard. So everybody, if they want to use their movement and everything right now, they can.
I will.
I think it's
I'm definitely moving towards the enemies.
So now I'm 75 feet closer.
Nice.
So and then Bo will then use that 20 feet, and then bonus action he will do a Misty Step to get him even farther, or at least onto the next level up, if there's that whole, since it's like a Coliseum type thing. So he doesn't have to start climbing. So, and that will be his turn.
All right. Yes, we have 3 process of dying of the council people. To drop, it is your turn.
Okay, so the stage has been cleared of bad guys.
Yes.
Okay, and if I don't do anything, the council people who are on stage will die.
3 out of the 4, yes.
Okay, so let me go ahead and heal those guys. I will do another mass cure wounds.
Okay, big one. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can do to save 3 people. Oh wait,
Yeah, nice.
I didn't need to cast it at 8th level. I'm gonna say I didn't do that. If we go back to 5th level,
Jeez.
we're gonna do that at 5th level, like a sane person. Where'd it go? All right, it's over healing, but it'll be another 25. Or no, 27.
All right. It's not too low. Yeah. Takes them
All
up.
right.
Because they're at 30, 40. Just they took a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
damage.
I'm picturing them as being like 12 hit points.
Yeah, no, they had a good number. Just these guys hit super hard when they're
Gotcha.
much.
So now everyone else is quite far away.
Yes.
Is that okay? And I'm going to, before I leave these people, take another look around. I'm seeing these guys as potentially important targets. Do I see anyone else who might be trying to sneak their way over to try to get these guys?
Yeah. With your passive perception, you look and you are able to look up, and in the sky above you can see that there are on the back of Red Pegasi, you see groups coming in with like large nets of like what looks like maybe objects and bottles and various things.
Gotcha. Okay, so this was a council of peers, or was there a boss?
There was the main one who was talking.
Okay.
There's 4 factions. These are the bosses of the factions.
Gotcha. Okay, so the one who was talking, I'm just gonna say, hey, you need to get out of here. You all need to get out of here. I'm gonna tap him, and I'm gonna bamf him 30 feet toward any kind of cover, the best cover I can see.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna use my movement and start herding the rest of them out of there.
Yeah, I'm going to let you with that. I think with the healing, you're actually getting them to a safe place.
Yeah, that's what I'm after.
Significant resources to kind of get them out of here. I
Yeah.
totally accept that.
Cool. All right, that's my turn then. And then I'm gonna call my friends if they can even hear me. I know they've gotten quite far away. I'm gonna say, look up.
Okay. So the ones in the audience now, because the spirit guardians just passively murdering people as they are taken more. So about this time, as we end round 3 here, there's about 200 casualties in the crowd. A lot being the people in the front who were part of some of the council, so that's kind of been ridden, and more and more are simply dying. I would say anyone who can look and have a passive perception of 23 or higher, you do see that the slave collar around the necks of these individuals almost looks like it's sucking energy away as these people are dying. And with that, bottles begin to drop, as well as just like objects. Now this looks like it's coming like all over the city, not just where Colosseum is, because the big center of the city, the long line is open and things are just coming in, and there's like cloaks and chests and various things, and as the bottles in particular come in and break, you see exploding out of it are large, what look like black oozes, as they splash near someone and encompass them, and their skin begins to burn away. As these are black puddings in a bottle is what's being dropped upon these folks. add a few here to represent the ones that are in our crew here. And so the scene you get is they seem to be running away out of the Colosseum. There are some of these in the Colosseum, but they're also kind of being running past more of these things, like taking op attacks and generally causing more and more pain. Aesol, it is your turn.
Dewdrop called for us to look up, so Aesol does, and she sees, I assume, a bunch of people riding Red Pegasi.
Yeah.
Let's see. So she is going to actually fly up. How far up are they?
For the purpose of this, about 100 feet.
Oh, she has. Let me check her movement. She has 80 feet of fly.
I can say you're about 30 feet up. That's cool as you were making your way over. That's cool.
Okay, so she'll attempt to aim a breath weapon. That's a 60-foot cone. To
I
get.
gotcha. Yeah, definitely the crew that was mostly over this part, you can definitely get.
Okay, so that's a DC 18 con save on that part.
Okay. They fail.
So that's 61 poison.
Damn. Just goes out. Pegasi are dropping. As are these people between the fall and the poison. There's just dead hobgoblins and Pegasi just hitting the ground, raining down out of the sky. So you downed 25 Pegasi and 25 hobgoblins in that.
Damn.
There are other crews in other parts of the sky of the city, like not close to here? Is that the general image?
Yeah. So they're all coming from this big hole there. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so she'll stay there. Next turn, she's going to try to get to. That's her turn. Thanks.
Nice. Yeah, because the whole problem is what's there. It's nice because they can spread out on top of each other in different things, but yeah, cone now takes up that whole 60. Because in the air, it's pretty deadly. Nemira.
So Namira is so she would see now the people above and the people ahead. So a couple of questions because I don't have a visual here, but the people let's start with the crowd. The enemies in the crowd, you said they were kind of all spread out. Would they be within, or would a number of them be within like a 40-foot cube by chance?
They're all about 60 feet from each other at this
They're all
point.
60 feet from you.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just spreading out, causing chaos.
All right, let me ask this then. What about the people above me?
You could definitely get some in a 40-foot cube if you have the range.
Okay. 120 feet. Would that do it?
Yes.
Okay. So she is going to attempt to target 6 of them, if she can, within a 40-foot cube. And she is attempting to cast slow on them.
Ooh, very nice.
That's a wisdom save.
Okay, what's the DC?
21.
21. Okay, and let's do a few more representative. Yeah, they're all gonna fail.
Nice. So they have a -2 penalty to AC and dex saves. Can't use reactions on their turn. They use either an action or bonus action, not both. And regardless of whatever, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during their turn. If they try to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn.
Nice.
Okay. And after doing that, I'm going to continue my walk forward. So I'm still moving toward that group in the crowd,
Very good.
since it seems like Aesol's got a handle on the ones above right now.
Yeah.
And that will, I believe, be my turn.
Bo.
All right. I'm still continuing in the crowd as I move the rest of my 60 feet, which then gives everybody else a chance to move 20 feet. And then Bo makes his way up to somebody, I'm guessing, finally, after moving the 150.
Yeah, I also would definitely make it with that 75 feet movement total for me.
Okay. What was your movement there, Bo?
60 more, and I went 90 before.
Yeah, so you'd get up to them.
Okay, so then I make my first attack, which is going to be 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, let's make that 16 damage. This will be
advantage.
Oh yeah, disadvantage. Sorry, I forgot. So that would have been a 19 to hit.
Perfect. And also, just give me that wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians.
Yep, wisdom save, which is a failure, so give you the damage.
14.
14. Smile, take it. All right, so that is going to be 7 more damage on top of the 16. My AC goes up to 27, and then same thing. Let's make this another disarming strike. So I need DC 20 save, as he takes another 8 damage.
Right, they fail.
So they drop their weapon,
Nice.
and then I will use my reaction to pick it up. And then I smile at them, and anybody that's not totally dead around me is going to at least feel a little love from Bo, as he gives out another mass healing word of 7.
Okay. You see a few crawling, I think, around. Definitely, you're catching some just before the last breath.
And then, that will be Bo's turn.
Okay.
And I would try to block off movement from one with that movement.
Yeah, so the way this is, the exits are on the other side of where you're running.
Okay.
So there's not. So what you're trying to get ahead of them, basically.
Yeah, basically just to make.
Did you have enough?
I had with that 20 from
Was that 20? Yeah.
Mo, I had 75 total movement.
Cool. So you're able to get ahead of them. Just quickly give me the wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then I'll do a con save, obviously. Oh, yeah, so on a fail, that's a 9.
Okay, so that's 19 necrotic.
All right, and let me roll my con save for slow. All right, that's a nat 20 plus 5, so that's 34.
Nice. There you go.
Also, as Bo's turn ends, a ghost comes dashing over that he forgot about last turn and used its dash action and used its movement of 50 feet this action to come right behind the guy and does a life drain, and I got a 19 on it to hit.
Oh, that hits.
So that's going to be 14 necrotic.
Okay, the only thing with that is what HP does it have?
It has 25.
Okay. So
And
it
it's
would
make
make
a
a...
necrotic.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah,
No
because it's a
worries.
specter.
Yes.
So I need it to make a DC Constitution save, though, or its maximum HP is also reduced by the 14.
Okay, what's the DC?
10.
All right, they make it?
Okay. So they just take the 14 damage.
Perfect.
And that will be
Dewdrop.
totally... Yep.
Okay, looking up, within 150 feet, how many can I get in a 60-foot sphere?
A 60-foot radius sphere.
Yes.
Okay. Within 150 of where you are, there would be there would be a group of 50 you could grab.
That's what I'm going
Yeah,
for
that's
numbers.
the corner.
Dewdrop's furious. I'm going for numbers. I need them all to make a con saving throw. They're looking for a 21.
Yeah, I was going to make one representative. Not going to make it.
Okie dokie. Well, so here's the thing. First is 36 radiant damage.
Okay.
Second, they're blind.
So
Are any of them oozes?
not up
They
top, no.
Oh, well, they had disadvantage if they were oozes. That's all, or undead. But yeah.
Okay.
So 36 radiant. They're blind for a minute. They can make a save at the end of their turn, but they're flying blind.
I love that.
And I will just keep shepherding people towards safety.
Got it. So quick. Okay, yeah. Blind and bloodied up there.
Let's go.
As we go to the other, yeah, because all the oozes have kind of dropped down. That's why. But we're gonna go ahead and take our break.
Right.
All right. See you in a minute.
All right, all right. So that new party name, Gish.
Actually, I had to look up what that meant. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of a deep dive of D&D slang.
It was new for me.
It is. All right. So let's see then. All right. So Bo, we've got the one who's near you. Was there any status effects on them? You just had their mace, I believe. So in which case, they put their hand out and they're going to force a wisdom save for hold person there, Bo. You're back, Josh. All right, we'll skip that one for now. We do have the one right in front of Namira. Comes up and tries to take 2 swings.
Okay.
Both of which looking like they're missing. And the other ones begin their rampage of just trying to do as much mass slaughter as possible. And then the puddings are going about the area dissolving. You see even like the steps themselves begin to do that. And Josh, you back?
Back.
Okay. So you have wisdom save.
Okay. That is going to be a 10.
Okay, you are paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
So you got the whole person on you. All right, then above, see the rampage from above and the area tactics due to everything Aesol and Dewdrop are doing have been paused between the blindness and the death of the insanity. But Aesol, it is your turn.
Okay, so mostly what's happening is down below us right now.
There's still some stuff in the air. There's still good, probably that haven't been affected. There's a good another 100 troops in the air.
Oh, okay. Having her breath weapon recharged, she's going to attempt to get to another group up there. So getting as many as she can. That's another DC 18 con save.
Nice.
And a bunch of those guys are blind.
Oh, that too.
This is in a different addition to what you did, the different group. But they are gonna. Oh, you said 18?
Yeah.
They're gonna make that
Okay. So that is 56 poison, half if they make it.
after 23. So yeah, coughing. Definitely with skin burning off the corrosiveness.
Yep. She is going to stay there, and that's her turn.
Nice. And Namira will do the wisdom save.
Okay. 25.
Oh, very good. So that'd be 7 necrotic.
Okay. Is anybody still up from slow? I'm just asking to see if I need to make a con save.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's going to be a dirty 20. Okay. So I understand they're all about 60 feet apart out here in the crowd. I get that. And I feel like attacking them one by one's going to be bad. Out of curiosity, could I position myself to try to get some of them in a line that would not hurt an innocent running away? I'm trying to see what I can do here.
You're gonna get innocents in a line.
Okay,
The chaoticness of this.
fair enough. Okay. Okay. In that case, what I will do. Ooh, I've definitely been thrown in the deep end, haven't I? They're not within 30 feet of each other, so this. Okay. Gosh. Okay. Just checking something. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I do have a lot of great options. So I'm gonna have to just try some. I think I'm just gonna have to try attacks here, because there's nobody within 30 feet of this guy, right? I am reading that correctly.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So let's attack this guy. Let's do it. Ooh. I will booming blade him. Why not? I don't know if I have to stake that ahead of time or not, but I'm just gonna. All right. Disadvantage. Not great. It's a 16.
16, what you need to hit.
Okay. So that one will do 18 slashing and 14 thunder. I'll have booming blade on him. I am then going to try to move to the one that. How close am I to the one that has attacked Bo?
Let's just say the 60 feet.
They're within 60 feet. All right, so 55 feet of movement's not going to get me close enough. But wait a minute, no, that's not going to work. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So let's we'll attack again.
Okay.
Dirty 20,
That hits.
15 slashing, and we'll do bonus action attack. Ugh. It's a 14.
Oh, they're finally able to block that one.
All right. Well, I am going to start moving 55 feet toward the one that attacked Bo.
Okay. In that case, you'll enter their spirit guardians.
Yep.
And I'll need another con save. Wisdom save.
All right. 16.
All right. In that case, you take 7 necrotic.
Right, and that will be 31 con save. Okay. All right. That's all.
All right. So, Bo, you are paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed. At the end of my turn, do I get a save?
Yep.
That's a 5.
Okay, so hold person stays up.
My specter, is this the is going to attack the one that's right in front of them.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, at disadvantage. That's going to be a 5 plus 9, which would be a 14.
That'll miss.
So it misses. No.
Yeah, the slowed ones need to do their save as well at the end of their turn.
Okay. Good. And Dewdrop.
Okay, how far? Oh, actually, the looking at the chaos in front of me here, is it possible to, like, are they spread through the entire crowd? I guess, or can I try to kind of blockade them, sort of in the vicinity with my friends, theoretically?
I mean, there's like doors like out of like the from the stairs that go out if you wanted to try to, or like exit passages if you wanted to try to barricade exit passages, but you'd also essentially trap civilians in here as well.
What I want to, okay, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, how far is Bo from me? Considering I haven't really done anything except get people out of
Because
danger.
you've been staying down. So yeah, he'd be 150 because you didn't move close to the group.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Bamf 60 feet in his direction, and then run 30 feet in his direction,
Nice.
and then dash and run another 30 feet.
Nice. That's 90 or
Let's see.
120.
I think it was 120.
Okay, so you get about 30 feet away.
Gotcha. That's all I can do.
Okay. All right. It's one in front of you. Bo will grab their mace back. Since you're paralyzed. Then they swing.
20 AC.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
All right. So that will be. Come on. That would be 10 bludgeoning damage.
I also have to make a wisdom save for the Spirit Guardians again, don't I?
Yeah, you would have had to do that in your turn. Yeah.
So
And
that is,
36 necrotic from that attack.
so that's also a fail on that. So
Okay, so then that's additional 13 necrotic.
okay, I'm bloodied.
All right, they take their second attack. For a total of 21 to hit.
Yup.
Yeah, because you're paralyzed, so they're getting their crits. That is 13 bludgeoning damage. And 29 necrotic.
Okay, still standing.
Yeah. Hitting now as you're under control of his spell.
Dick.
Right. All right, they're going to try this scene. Namira running towards Bo. The one you're at will cast Hold Person. So wisdom save.
Which one's casting?
The one you ran away from.
Is the range 60 for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Wisdom save. You say. Let's go. That is a total of a dirty 20.
All right, that works. So I can do. So in that case, again, and they take their 30 to run to another group of civilians. So they're mount and die.
Yep. They got thundered up from their booming blade.
That's right. That's right. I forgot they had that. So they're gonna actually stay put then. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And, so wait for that. We got these other ones moving around and hitting, puddings, devouring. Back up to Aesol.
Probably seeing that Bo has been under the effect of such a spell. Is she close enough with a 120 range to try to cast Psychic Lance on the one that is using Hope Person on Bo?
She'll hit up. You're about 150 from where you would be.
Yeah, can she fly down like maybe 30 feet and then do the Psychic Lance?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's intelligence 19 save.
Right, that's a fail.
So that's 30 psychic.
And they're dead. Their brain just melts. Ah!
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, but Aesol will. That's Aesol's turn.
Then Namira.
All right. Okay, who's the furthest one out of these baddies?
I mean, I guess there's one about at this point. 'Cause now they've moved to be about 100 feet away from each other on average. So the first one is probably a good like 300 feet.
300 feet. Okay. All right. I'll try to get one that's within 100, not the one I was attacking, but a different one.
Okay.
Let's try to. I want to see if I can put him in a 10-foot force cage box.
Sounds good. Now, does that just happen, or they have to save?
They have to save. It's a charisma save.
No, it just happens, and then if they have to try to get out of it, then
Right.
they have to
I
say.
thought, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, boom! It's in a box.
All right. And then I will use my full movement, which is 55 feet, to go back up to the guy that was booming bladed. So I'm sitting there with him.
Awesome. Give me the wisdom save.
All right. That is. I don't know if I'm going to pass that one. Oh, wait, yes, I am going to pass that one. That's that's an 18 out of 3. Okay, that's 25. Wait. Is that right? Yeah, 25.
All right, that'd be 6 necrotic.
All right. And are they still I'm just going to roll it in case they are. Or the slow. 31. They keep slow up.
Okay, cool. And then Bo.
Alrighty. Oh, well, he can move. Smiles. I'm guessing everybody else is pretty far away from Bo, besides the one that Namir is attacking.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bo will look and go and see Dewdrop running over to him and go, share. Perfect timing. He runs over to Dewdrop. I think we both need a new ride. What do you think?
I agree.
And he goes, perfect. And he dimension doors both of them on the back of Aesol. And he goes, excuse me for the intrusion, my dear, but we needed a lift.
Don't do that too often.
Well, that's happening again.
Dewdrop's remembering that he also already got this warning, and like it's like
This is 2.
You
This
didn't
is
tell
number
me?
2.
That will be my yeah, that'll be my turn as my specter dashes towards the next enemy, which would be the one that mirrors attack and flanks with her, because he has 50 feet of flying, so that would be 100 feet.
Okay, nice.
Yep, that'll be all my turns.
And a dewdrop.
Okay, I'm going to heal Bo. Here we
Buddy
go.
for dewdrop's liking.
Yeah, much too much. Here we go. Hold on, let me get there. 26 plus 29 hit points back to Bo. And there's nothing else I can do from up here. Okay, I'm that's it for me right now.
Thank you, Sherry. You put me at a conveniently 69.
Nice. I got you, Boo.
All right. And then these folks will go. So, Namir, you got back up to this one, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll go to strike here. So that would definitely miss the natural 1. That misses as well. And these others got 1 in box. But okay, so now essentially for here, the Coliseum is mostly cleared out, and the puddings that were dropped, they're still here, kind of slowly dissolving pieces of the Coliseum, and people they got in are long dead, and they're mostly coming up and like cleaning up and like doing finishing blows on people who've left injured, as these collared beings of a hobgoblin have like now like gone out of your line of sight and are kind of moving into the city. So we go to the air crew to Asol.
Sorry, were there still flying creatures around us that we can...
Yes, because there's a crew that you had bloodied and they had been stunned, so there's stuff moving up there, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so still getting to the largest crew she can. I need a DC 18 con save.
Okay. That was a dirty 20.
Okay, so 56 half to 28 poison on
Okay.
that.
They'll actually finish that crew off as some of them begin to fall. And others are running away at this point, so it's dispersed that crew.
Alright, yeah. Lisa will sort of ask everybody where they want to go, because she does have 80 feet flight, and I'm not sure which direction we want to pursue next.
I think the wherever the biggest concentration of bad guys is.
With
Yeah.
Dewdrop's direction, can Azel head in that direction?
Yeah, so you're actually leaving the overhead of the stadium and moving to a few more air troops that are sort of passing the ones that Dewdrop had blinded, and then going to another group.
Yeah, that's her turn.
All right, then Namira.
Okay, I'm of 2 minds here. I've got a dimension door, which could get me closer to the other ones, but it would leave this guy here. How many innocent people are in this Coliseum right now?
0.
0.
Except for there are some dying, but yeah, and being slowly eaten by the black puddings. So there's like a lot of people run out. There are some that are like still. They might be unconscious or conscious, and black puddings are like moving around and devouring.
And it did look like they're still killing people out there, right?
Black puddings. Oh yeah, the other ones have gone out and they're probably attacking people. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think Namira is going to. She's been here a while apparently because it's been about a couple of weeks or so. Judging based on how fast they were running out of here, can she visualize roughly in the terrain that she's familiar with, just an approximate of where they might? Obviously, she doesn't know where they are, but within that 500-foot radius. In other words, I'm trying to make it so that she doesn't go 500 feet if they would have only traveled 300 based on how fast they were going.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Give me. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and do this, do it, and then we'll do a intelligence check.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. And is there anybody nearby me right now, or are they all in the air?
All your allies are in the air right now.
Okay. All right. So I just kind of mention I'm going to do this to try and yeah. Okay. The intelligence check. Let's see. Intelligence. Oh, so just straight intelligence, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. It's a 17.
Okay, yeah. So, you look up and you're within 15 feet of one of them.
All right. So within 15 feet of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get into their spiritual guardians. I'm gonna move up to try to get into their lovely space here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and give me the wisdom save.
It's a 24.
Nice. Okay, so that'd be 6 necrotic damage.
Okay. And do I still do these con saves if I'm out of the Coliseum?
I mean, if you want to keep it up, you can still.
Yeah, I'll still try. I mean, okay. Yeah, that's a 29.
All right.
And bonus. I don't think I need to use a bonus. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not. Oh, crap. No. I'm good. I'm not gonna do it. We're good. Intern.
All right, Bo.
So how far off are we from anybody?
Right now you'd be within 20 feet of a group.
Alrighty. Oh, we'll just start blasting. So the first one's going to miss. That's a 12. And then a 28 to hit.
Nice.
Or that's going to be 9 damage. And then the second attack is going to be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Or 6 damage. And then I will do a second wind and that'll be my turn.
What did you say is the last one?
Second wind.
Oh, nice.
Oh, for damage, it was 6 damage.
All right. Then Dewdrop.
Okay, so I just can't really do much. Oh yeah, I can. I would like to call lightning and try to hit a few people with it if it's possible. They have to be pretty close to each other. Hang on 1 second. Let me just see what it says here. Oh no, they have to be like within 5 feet of each other. I'm not sure that's gonna be possible. But I'll call lightning on the closest one I see then. a Dex 21 save.
Okay. That will fail.
Come on, big rolls. Yeah. That's a 31 lightning damage.
Nice. So you get a few of them as they fall from the sky. Ah!
Dewdrop's doing more damage attacks in this fight, I think, than he's done in any fight I can remember. So they get for attacking a room full of innocents.
Absolutely. Immoral Gray. Okay, so with this, the damage, yeah, you've followed enough of these now. Except for the few up there that were slowed that are having a hard time getting away. A retreat is called. Looking down, you can see where some of the things that were dropped were bags of bones that then put themselves together and began running as skeletons to attack the people.
Oh, man.
So for the most part, then you've so it's just kind of going up there, but it is quelling now, as you see that the kind of infantry, the forces of the town have begun to like run towards this area. A lot of people didn't bring their weapons; like it was just sort of like we're here at this concert, so people have gotten weapons, started getting back. Things are beginning to turn. So now it's kind of precisely what is happening. As we have the casualties, some of the harder things that people are trying to take care of, at least like 20 or 30 oozes that are doing structural damage. And additional from this height, you can see there are some land forces that seem to be in the jungle trying to move stuff together. It's probably a good 1,000 feet away. But you just have this height and fires and such things. But it doesn't appear, especially up with your perception there, like they're necessarily attacking. And you see with your druid and everything, you can see it seems like they're trying to rile wild beast storm into the city gate.
Man. I will try to spread that word amongst our crew.
Yeah. So as much as this was, you feel like it wasn't like a full commitment. This was like a kind of an opener to kind of possibly still get a surrender from the city.
Yep.
Not like a full invasion. We go to Aesol.
So can we see Namira and where she is, like on the groundish?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she also had mentioned she was going out there.
Yeah. Then Aesol is going to try to throw a fireball possibly at the groups of skeletons and like things that are attacking people. Hopefully not getting any of the people. Like definitely not trying to get any of the people.
Okay. That'd be a bit, yeah, because they're right in the midst of the crowds.
Yeah.
That's not, yeah. The ground troops is just area of effect is going to get people if you're ground troop in it. The air troops were the ones that were very susceptible to the AoEs.
Okay, she...
Could you throw the fireball towards the outside where they're trying to pull the animals at us?
Yeah, is that still thousands of feet away, or is that, like, within?
Yeah, that's a large distance.
Oh.
Yeah, that is probably a bit too far. Then she is just going to try to, descend a little bit, and get within range, hopefully, of a couple creatures to do her Steel Wind Strike.
As a dragon?
Hopefully she still has her melee weapon.
I mean,
if that's possible. I mean,
you can. I mean, you can definitely weird melee as a dragon. Your fingernails. I guess you could be above because it just says within 5 feet. That would look super ridiculous with them on you. Well, so here's the thing with C1 Strike. You're teleported, they will fall because they do not.
Oh,
teleport
that
to
is
you.
right.
It's totally fine.
That is right. No, I don't want my friends to fall.
I can fly,
so-
man. I'll get us out of this. It's totally fine.
No, that is way too much thinking. So she is just going to. I guess like she would try to simply do a Wither and Bloom on a block of people, so like her
Oh yeah.
allies can heal and such. So that's a con 19 save on whatever thing she hits, Skeleton or oozes.
Okay, what's the damage?
7 necrotic.
Okay, yeah. So some of these things you begin to kind of push away, and citizens that or is it one person or is it everyone in there?
Everyone in a 10-foot sphere gets to roll one of its hit dice.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
It-
one creature of my choice. Never mind. I would just choose the random person.
Okay, cool. So like, oh, I've been saved by the dragon.
Azo sighs, and that's your turn.
Namira.
All right. Okay, with these skeleton warriors now joining the field here, I was looking at my possibilities. Are any of them? Could I try? Well, no. I do have Still Wind Strike still, but I don't know how close those skeletons are together. Are they in like a?
Yeah, you'd be able to get to. There's now enough enemies. Like now that you've gotten out here, you could still strike a bunch of enemies.
Okay.
Because there's a lot. I mean, it's not overrun, but there's a few more within the range.
All right. Yeah. Well, we will try that. Just gotta. I think I need to use my 6th level slot for this. And will these be disadvantage attacks?
No, not on the skeleton.
Okay. All right. Steel Wind Strike. Here we go. Going for 5. First one is a 22.
Nice. That'll hit.
That one does 37 force.
Yeah, because the skeleton is gone.
Next one is a nat 1. Next one is a 19.
Nice. That'll hit.
So that one does 43 force. Next one is a 30 to hit.
Nice.
That one does 32 force. And the last one will be a 17.
That will hit.
And that one will do an additional 31 force.
Oh, yeah, they're
And-
popping and exploding.
And after I finish that, I guess I'll just appear within range of the one that's still there. And then I'm going to use my movement to kind of position myself so that I'm around a bunch of them, I guess, so that they're more tempted to attack me than the guards.
Gotcha.
That'll be my turn.
Right. Then Bo.
Oh, it is going to send ascending to Lionel and go and let him know about the forces coming from the front gate and the animals. Just spread the word to anybody he can on the ground.
Okay. So then I go, all right. We're getting up. We'll start getting the gate secured.
That will be my turn.
Sounds good. Then Dewdrop.
Okay. At this, who's look? Is anyone looking rough right now on our team? Is everybody mostly hanging up in the mirror?
Amira's probably got the worst of it right now because she's been away, but she's still at one. She has 109 HP left.
All I just
okay.
I can do more good healing than I can doing damage, I think, for the most part. How far is Namira from me? More or less?
It would be about 150.
All right. Well, I've got good news in that regard. Hang on one second. Let me just pull it up. Ah, okay. So I am going balls. How high up am I right now?
100 feet in the air.
Okay. So I am going I'm going to jump so that I start to move toward Namira. When I think I'm in range, I'm going to cast 120 foot heal. 5. Hold on, let me roll this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So this will be 23 regular hit points, 5 temporary hit points, and then I'm going to wild shape into an eagle and just kind of work my way toward Namira.
Nice. Flying down.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay. So with this, and I've been keeping kind of a point system for everything y'all have been doing, and the tide is being turned back now. You look and see that the skeletons have been mostly taken care of by Namira and the other effects. And the air is clear, actually. The Air Force is absolutely taken care of. So, a few things that you see now is that there is people start going into their houses and are handing out these potions, and all of these potions that they hand out, they give out, you all get one of them. You can take it any time, and you will sprout red Pegasus wings from your back.
Yes.
And then gain a flying speed of 60. In addition, your movement within the city is considered doubled for anything that is going on, which to see if that matters currently in the moment, because right now the thing with the citizens, they're taking care of it. Still a few squabbles here and there as far as these people, but you've repelled and they feel like they're getting a hold of it. So right now you just have a kind of a non-initiative moment to gather and group together.
Well, is that scene in the movie where all the action's all around us and we're kind of spinning the camera around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So, all right. So you got anything you want to catch up on?
Oh, where do we think they're going?
We saw them trying to get animals in, like
Animals, okay. So the gates?
gates. Everyone, did anyone else see anything? I will also give Namira another heal.
I mean, I did see your beautiful ass dewdrop.
Did you just say you saw my beautiful ass? What did you say?
I mean, you have been working out, so
Do I
I'll give
need
you
a
that
new
too.
belt? Is that what you're telling me? That's 16 healing to Namira.
Okay.
Teacher, did you see which direction they retreated to?
Yes, and I will point.
How far is that?
to-
I'm sorry.
Is that to a specific, to the direction of a specific city, or
Great question. Yeah, are they just running into the jungle like to get away, or are they going somewhere?
The ones going to the jungle, Yeah, there wouldn't be there would just be retreating to the jungle from what you can tell.
Okay.
Because in order to get to any other of those cities, it's like a larger like trek. So they're kind of getting cover in the jungle.
I almost wonder if we can turn this kind of game around a little bit, and get some things chasing them.
Well, I do have some animals. I hold up my bag of tricks.
Nice.
I could. I'm just. They're mostly just kind of there, but every now and then they can attack.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I was just thinking like I can somehow, talk to critters, but I don't think that would be efficient in any way. Me talking one animal at a time, like, "Hey, squirrel, go get him." Like I don't think that's going to do much.
No, but I think if Aesol can stay in her dragon form and use her fear on those animals, I think they wouldn't be able to stay. Those men might be afraid, but those animals aren't going to be able to be afraid, not afraid of her.
Yeah, they're not going to run toward a dragon, right?
No. Well, unless they're, insane.
Yeah. Charmed in some way.
We can try that, and if it
Yeah.
doesn't work, we could think of something else.
Let's give it a shot.
Just major AoEs on them if they're out there behind the gate.
Well, let's try.
Okay.
And we'll make for that spot, I guess.
Okay, so what spot was this?
This was gates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we thought they were trying to get the animals coming in.
Okay. So you're focusing on the gate itself. You want to try to make a defense at?
Yeah, we want to try to use Aesol to scare them off.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because what kind of crazy animal would run toward a dragon? I guess we're about to find out.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you definitely begin that. As you get to the gate that now they've begun to fortify hard, the black pillars of Bane steel all around, and there is this nefarious presence. It's odd them trying to harness it for good or for protection at this point. And you do see some goblins on Flying Pegasi that are trying to give some covers. They're like, they've got something going on, as there is rumbling in the jungle ahead. Anything prep-rise you want to do?
I will use my other wild shape to turn into an eagle again and try to get a look at what they're talking about, so I can come kind of give a report back.
Okay.
And it's not really mechanical, but with my bag of tricks, could I throw down 3 animals that can be like semi-defense? I mean, that's not exactly how it's used, but
Yeah, I mean, basically, you can throw them down. You just roll to see what you get.
oh yeah, I meant like I don't think they can attack except for on bonus actions, so it's kind of outside the mechanics of the.
Yeah, but you could they're standing there, kind of
Okay.
ready to defend. Sure.
All right, I will roll those real quick. Okay, so that is going to be 1 ape and 2 X beaks.
Okay. Anything else?
And do I still have my blade song up if it's 10 minutes?
How long does the blade one last?
Checking to be sure. I think it was 10. You're on. No, it's 1 minute. But I'm happy to activate it again for the AC if I need to. But I think I'll leave it down for now.
Got it.
Aso will cast Aerial Alacrity on herself and also Longstrider.
Nice.
Bull Bo pulls out this dusty old rug, flings it in the air, and says, "Carpet!" And it comes alive. And then he hops on this magic cup.
You have a magic carpet?
I do. Would you like to come for a ride?
Yes, I would.
That's way too perfect.
I can show you the world.
And then he also downs a potion of healing. Supreme.
Nice.
Yeah.
Up in the air, do we notice anything?
Yeah, looking down, specifically above the jungle, with what looks like it's being lured. So what you're able to see is like arrows kind of making this large creature move about. It was like wind is moving through its leathery wings, like elemental energy. And you've seen these. These are called aerosaurs. And you can see there are catapults in the jungle. And they go off as you see eggs flying out of the jungle towards the city. And they crack down. And coming out, you can see right now 4 humongous. All these are gargantuan creatures. One is like an alligator-like dinosaur gargantuan. Another looks almost like a T-Rex, except definitely about 3 times the size, with fiery veins of magma running through it. And the last seems to be such a long neck dinosaur that is coming down barreling with big rocky spines coming towards the city where their eggs are smashed. And they've been gone. It's kind of a way that they've leashed these beasts. And with that, I'll give them some initiative. But I would say you have a little bit of moments if you wanted to do anything as these are coming down.
Yeah, I am going to go ahead and put on Blade Song because it sounds like I might get hit with something.
And do job. That's the information you were able to get there.
Yeah, Aso turns back into a humanoid.
Oh, Dragon's not going to try to take care of it.
Well, they're a little bit larger than the dragon anyways.
So you're only the adult dragon.
All right.
Anything
So what do you
else?
think, y'all?
There you go. There you go. Yep.
Are we going to essentially defend the gate, or do we want to try to like somehow turn this back? What does everyone think?
I think the people's safety is our first priority. But as long as we don't venture out too far, we could possibly do both. Maybe half staying closer to the gate and the other 2 a little further out, but not too far.
if we can get whatever those smashed eggs left behind outside of the city, those creatures should follow that.
It's a great point.
But
Okay.
I don't know how we could get that. I don't have that kind of magic. Do any of you?
To move them?
Well, to like move or enclave something in a globe and move it.
Nope.
Hmm.
Like telekinesis, resilience, sphere, above table, anything like that.
Nothing.
I don't think I have that prepared.
No.
Well, we could always try to scoop up the goo in a container and run with it really fast.
That is true. We can run fast.
We have those potions too.
And, well, no, that's not going to work. Never mind.
What's going to arrive here first?
All right. In the lead is the kind of fiery magma T-Rex there.
How far was that egg thrown into the city?
So most of it has landed like in front of.
Okay.
So you get more like they're tracking it down, and it's almost like revenge that they're coming to get.
Oh, okay,
Never mind.
gotcha. Never mind. Might have to just avenge.
Okay, I can. I mean, I can put a thorn wall up in front of the gate, but I mean, it's not going to do much. It's going to help for one round.
Do all of you have walls? Any of you?
Not prepared.
Not today. No walls.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry to say this, Dewdrop. I know you don't like this. You both have fireball prepared.
Yes.
Yes.
Jason, can you all light the forest on fire? I mean, it might not hurt the Magma one, but it will hurt the other ones. Just saying.
I have no problem
Dewdrop
with that.
can grow in the forest later. It's fine.
Dewdrop's really intently looking at something on the ground right now that is like is very distracted.
Look at that beautiful bug.
All right. So is that basically the plan?
I think so.
Such as it
Thornwall,
is.
the one that's like the Magma. Yeah, Thornwall, the Magma one, and Fireball, the other ones. Try to stop it in the flame of wood.
Okay.
I'm a battle guy.
So right now the thought is a little bit like let's let the ones on fire to kind of turn the others back and then just take out this big guy.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's
And
pretty
I'll
smart.
put a thorn wall like in the way of the gate, like so it has to go through the thorn wall to try to get into the city.
Mm.
If it was
Okay.
trying to get in
So you're going to do that like behind you?
behind us, so that
Okay.
if it gets through us, there's that.
There's a big wall of damage for him.
Yeah.
To kind of have to deal with. So
Exactly.
maybe that will take him out. Okay. Perfect.
Hopefully, it's sort of last resort.
All right. Cool. All right. I have an idea of that setup then. And with that, we're going to end for tonight.
All
And
right.
we're going to come back next week with this. A very successful raid overturned so far. Going forward. All right. Everyone watching, thank you so much. And we will see you next week.
I can modify your memory